Ah, 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 78. 79. 80. Oh, hey, everybody. Didn't see you there. I was just trying to get some reps in, trying to get in on this challenge. And T2 Derlanton Craft Chest accepts the challenge. Let's get in shape for 2024. I was actually thinking about this not so long ago, this past couple of weeks. I was saying, you know what? I ain't never really had a problem with the upper body, like chest and arms and all that, although I did have that shoulder injury, which I don't even know. I think that was for reaching too much up on like top shelves and whatever. But I wanted to go into 2024 and change a few things. I wanted to change my diet a little bit. I wanted to get off the rye and just start getting myself into shape. And I was thinking about that. And I think it's high time that we do it, you know, T2 Derlanton style, the T2 Army, the Craft Chest Nation. I think that we could all better ourselves by making small little changes. And yeah, T2, I accept the challenge. Now, I'm not going to say that next week, next month, 6 months from now, that I'm going to be sitting up here looking like, what's his name? Tom Hardy. Who's that dude? You know, who plays Bane? You only adopted the darkness. I think it's Tom Hardy. Isn't that who it is? But the man of 1,000 bodies is what I call him. Because that dude could get swole for like a role like Bronson or even Bane. And everybody always says Christian Bale, which I think is pretty. But I'm going to tell you what. You know who would actually be a good example of who got swole for a role is Ben Affleck. Holy shit, did that transformation right there, which I know I'll never, my midsection will never have any type of packs. It'll just be one pack. It'll be one big barrel sitting down here, but it'll be in shape. But yeah, it is time for us to make a difference. All right, it's time to, like I said, to get off the rye. It's time to get the diet back in order. It's time to stop, you know, getting DAF, and then ordering Domino's and eating a whole large extravaganza pizza in one sitting. It's time to stop all that. And it's time to get off the Dollar Tree frozen food. And it's time to go to the grocery store and actually get the foods that I used to get to keep, you know, and it's not like I've gained gigantic amounts of pounds by any of the diet that I've been on, because I pretty much stayed, I think what am I at? I think the last I weighed, it was like 308, 310, something like that. And I was like, what the hell? I'm that heavy? And so, yeah, I mean, big, strong man. Yeah, but like I said, I ain't never really had a problem here. It's always been here in my ass. So I was like, you know, from the thighs to the chest has been my problem. So that's what we're going to work on. And being that I'm older, and I'm probably oldest of the bunch of everybody in our group, and I may be wrong, all right, but I'm going to have to go about it a little bit differently. I'm going to have to actually, first and foremost, not only get the diet right, but I'm going to have to get the stretching in, and I'm going to have to go through a lot of pains with that because, and first and foremost, before any of that happens, I got to get a new bed because like T2 said, rest is important. And my Fo-Chun back here has seen better days. So it's time for me to get a new mattress. It's time to get a brand new bed, probably the whole shebang, and get that in order, and then all the other things that fall into place. But with that said, you know, I have a diet like back, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago that I was on, that it wasn't even a diet. It was more of a lifestyle because I just did it. And it was just one of those things. And what it is lots of grilled chicken, lots of baked chicken, throwing a can of peas. I don't know. I know a lot of people don't like sweet peas. Throw in some brown rice, sweet potatoes for the complex carbs, and that'll last you a long time. Sweet potatoes is actually pretty good on a diet, and it's what they call a cut and dropping cut diet, and I actually like it. So I'm going to be buying up when I can because, you know, I guess I just need to shop at different places. Walmart, it's like the zombie apocalypse over. It's like Ration City. At the Walmart I go to, it's like they may have 2 or 3 packs, if that. They're usually out of boneless, skinless chicken breast because I love getting that, But I kind of got put out by the fact that every time I go there to get that, they never have it. But that's what I really like. Lots of chicken breasts, throwing some vegetables in there, whether it be green beans, sweet peas, which I love, chicken and sweet peas. And bread, I'm really not a big, I could do with or without bread. I mean, of course, when you have a burger or something like that, you got to have bread to put that on. You don't have to. You have a hamburger, steak, or whatever. But you get the idea. And that's the route that I usually like to take. Now, as far as cardio, I don't think that I'm going to be able to actually do anything about that here at the house because I don't have an elliptical machine. Because if you want a high impact, low stress on like your knees and legs and hips and everything else starting out with workout, my opinion, just my opinion, and what I did back in the day, and people that know me from back then saw that transformation in a matter of, oh God, 4 months, is that elliptical machines are that's a lifesaver. That right there is like the weight dropper of all weight droppers. All right. Like if you can't be running on a treadmill, elliptical machines and all their different levels, and you don't even have to go through all the stage of up and down and all around and this way and frontwards, but you do want to go frontwards and backwards certain times. All right. You want to do it before you work out and after you work out. So I don't know, but I'm not kind of digging on some of the exercises. They talk about running around like monkeys and apes, and I don't know what's going on with that. I guess, each his own. I could just see from when he said that, I was like, so I wonder if he's going to film that where he's running around his backyard. I could just visualize T2 running on all fours like a monkey, just grab onto a tree or something like that. Can y'all see that? I can't see it, but I mean, just visualizing it. I'm sorry. Hey, you might be the best tree climber in the world. I don't know, the best monkey on the planet. I have no clue, T2. You might be. But I think it's good that we're going to take this. And, it's not really one of those resolutions or anything, but I really honestly, personally did think about this. It was just kind of funny that great minds think alike. And I was really honestly thinking, I was like, you know what? I got good movement. It's not like I struggle around. Yes, I have pains. Yes, I'm older. Yes, this right here and that hurts, and I have to take ibuprofen every now and again for it. But I think I can make a bigger difference if I just work on the doggone midsection. All right, because I don't want to be like Jay Hickman and one of his favorite jokes of all time, where the two guys, they were at the gym and they're back in the locker room, and there's a big old guy back there, and one other guy says, "When's the last time you saw your dick?" He goes, "Long time." He goes, "Why don't you dye it?" Other guy says, "What color is it now?" That's a good one. Oh man, oh Jay Hickman. But anyway, it is time. And so yes, challenge is accepted. I'm going to get on board with this. Let's keep a vlog going between anybody out there. Put down in the comments if you're going to get part of this. Get down in the comments and let me know what you do. Get down in the comments and give some food examples of what you do whenever you're wanting to drop and cut. And that's pretty much all that needs to happen. With T2, I'm not saying, I'm not going to give any advice on that other than the fact that you need to actually, like you said, cardio. That's the most important thing. Cardio is going to do the best thing for you. And in my opinion, if you go to a gym, you need to do at least 20 to 30 minutes of cardio before you work out, and then do a 20-minute session after you work out. And what that's going to do is it warms your core going in, and then it brings your core down going out. And then after that, you need to eat within an hour to 2 hours right after you do your workout, because that's when your metabolism is at its highest. And also, too, another thing I've heard people, and he said something in his last video about people that only eat once a day. You may be able to do that, but that doesn't always work for everybody. If you're trying to actually drop weight, all right, if you're actually trying to drop weight, you have to program your metabolism to say, hey, I don't have to store this fat, okay? I'm getting fed on a regular basis. So you want to take your eating not down, but you want to take your portions to a regular portion. Like, for example, like say a chicken breast or a half a chicken breast and a half a can of peas, just for example, and a half a cup of rice, brown rice. All right. And take that as a portion. Do that 4 times a day. Now, whenever something I didn't mention in here, another part of the food part of it was in the morning times, I would have egg whites. And I know that sounds gross, but egg whites. And there's this thing that you can get from Quaker. It's called weight control oatmeal. And it's actually better than it sounds, especially the cinnamon brown sugar, because it's sugar free oatmeal, but it still has the flavor. And I'd have a couple of packs of that and some egg whites. All right. So egg whites for your protein going in with your oatmeal, start the day. That actually gets you going. And then 4 times after that, you want to be eating at regular intervals through the day. And that's going to program your metabolism saying, hey, I'm getting food on a regular basis. I'm not starving. I'm not going through this thing. And you can actually, it really programs your metabolism to let go of some of the stored fat. All right. It's just your body is a chemical machine. All right. It is a chemical engine. All right. And you have to treat it as such. It's kind of like you go into the gas station and you're putting 87 proof, gasoline in your gas tank. Well, it'll run, but is it going to run as good as if you put high octane gas in it and even an additive into it? You see what I'm saying? It's the same difference. You are a chemical engine and you have to treat it as such. All right. Your brain don't care what you think you might want to do and what your end result is. Your body and your brain is programmed to do certain things. And weight is one of them. That's just the bottom line. Weight is one of them. If you starve it, it's going to, every time you eat, it's going to put some back. You're going to put some back, you're going to put some back. But if you're getting it all the time, all right, you're going to program it and say, hey, I don't have to hold on to this. As long as, and it goes with this, with one other thing that he said that is right, you have to take in less than you put out, or take in less than you put out. All right, that's always been a rule. All right, but if you do the reprogramming, all right, and let your body know it's going to be okay, even though I'm putting out all this energy doing a workout, then there you go. All right, and that's my 2 cents in on it. And I've got tons of other stuff. I know I'm a fat body. I've let myself go, but there was a time where I actually probably could have been a fitness trainer. All right, I used to bust up, and whenever I was actually sexy chest, all right, I would bust up in Zoom classes, and I'd be like, all right, everybody, let's go. Let's get in here. Let's get on it. And I remember the teacher, she went on through her class. She thought it was funny. They got done with the class. I was done working out. I was up on an elliptical. She comes over there, goes, here, instructor, and she gives me like 2 5-pound weights. She goes, do this while you're doing that. she was mad, but not really. She was messing with it. Because, I mean, you get a camaraderie in the right gym. And I guess that was the right one. So, yeah, I'd like to have that again. Not only to keep me around a little while, but, just to get the Buddha up out of here. Once again, it's 2024. Your head's on a swivel. You never know who's coming at you. And whenever I got to lay some Wing Chun on somebody, I can't be taking hard breaths. I got to just go ahead and get business. Ah! That's a craft of the mind. I don't know. I'm just messing around. Go out there and have some fun. Let's get on the T2. Get in shape challenge, brothers. Woo!
You gotta be shitting me, man. That mother's strong.